Are you prepared to uncover the hidden power that resides within you? A limitless potential capable of completely transforming your life? Today, I invite you to embark on a fascinating voyage into the depths of your being, where you'll discover that you are the true architect of your destiny. Prepare to awaken to a new reality, one in which your boldest dreams become your everyday life. Envision for a moment that you're standing before a magical mirror. This mirror doesn't reflect your physical appearance, but the very essence of your being. What do you see? Do you perceive someone limited by circumstances, or do you see an infinite being, capable of creating worlds with the power of their mind? I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and repeat after me. Today I am enough. I know enough. I am intelligent enough. I am worthy enough. I am prosperous enough. These words are not mere empty affirmations. They are powerful decrees that resonate in the universe, shaping the reality around us. As the great philosopher Plato once said, reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. But what does it truly mean to be enough? In a world that constantly bombards us with messages of lack, of needing more, of not being enough, this simple word acquires revolutionary power. Being enough means recognizing that we have within us everything we need to create the life we desire. It means understanding that we lack nothing, that we are complete and perfect beings just as we are. Allow me to share a personal story. There was a time in my life when I constantly felt insufficient. No matter how much I achieved, I always felt I needed more, that I should be more. This constant sense of lack led me to a state of perpetual anxiety and frustration. It was then that I discovered the teachings of great spiritual masters and began to explore the power of the mind. I learned that the reality we experience is a reflection of our deepest thoughts and beliefs. As the wise Buddha said, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. I began practicing gratitude and daily affirmation. Every morning, I would stand in front of the mirror and tell myself, I have sufficient resources. I have sufficient money. I have sufficient capacity. I have sufficient self-love. At first, these words sounded hollow, even false. But over time, they began to resonate in the depths of my being. I started to see subtle changes in my life. Opportunities began to appear as if by magic. My relationship with myself and others improved significantly. But the most profound change occurred within me. The constant feeling of lack was replaced by a deep sense of fullness and gratitude. I realized that I had always been enough, I just needed to recognize it. This transformation is not unique. Throughout history, we have seen countless examples of individuals who have achieved the impossible simply by changing their internal perspective. Think of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison but never lost faith in his vision of a free and equal South Africa. From his cell, he visualized a future of reconciliation and unity, and that vision became reality. Or consider Helen Keller, who despite being deaf and blind, became one of the most influential women of her time. She once said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." These examples show us that it's not our external circumstances that determine our reality, but our internal attitude, our belief in ourselves and our capabilities. Now, I ask you, what would happen if you began to live each day with the absolute certainty that you are enough? How would your life change if you knew, without a doubt, that you have everything you need to manifest the desires of your heart? Imagine waking up every morning with a smile on your face and love in your heart, fully trusting in the inexhaustible source of abundance that resides within you. Imagine greeting each new day with the certainty that you are capable of creating magic and miracles. This is not an unattainable fantasy. It is your birthright. It is the truth of your being. As the great William Shakespeare said, we are such stuff as dreams are made on. But to access this power, we must be willing to challenge our limiting beliefs. We must be willing to question everything we've been told about who we are and what we're capable of. I invite you to do an exercise with me. Close your eyes and visualize your ideal life. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to dream big. What does that life look like? How does it feel? What are you doing? Who are you with? Now, keep that vision in your mind and repeat after me. I have more than enough. I have more than enough. I have more than enough. Feel how these words resonate in every cell of your body. Feel how they expand, filling every corner of your being with a sense of fullness and abundance. Remember, enough doesn't mean settling for less. Enough means the total satisfaction of all our needs and desires, here and now, and at all times. Enough means money in abundance, being happy, healthy, prosperous, fulfilled, and rich. Enough means trusting the source within us as our immediate, unlimited, and permanent provider. It means greeting each new day with confidence, a smile on our face, and love in our heart. Enough means enjoying mental, spiritual, and material riches in our life. It means the multiplication of our good in excess. Enough is enjoying a prosperous, full, and happy life. But how can we maintain this consciousness of sufficiency in a world that constantly bombards us with messages of lack? The key lies in constant practice and vigilance of our thoughts. Every time you find yourself thinking in terms of lack or insufficiency, stop. Take a deep breath and remember, I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. Practice gratitude daily. Every night, before sleeping, make a list of all the things you're grateful for. This will not only shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, but it will also attract more abundance into your life. Visualize regularly. Dedicate time each day to vividly imagine the life you want to create. Feel the emotions associated with that life as if it were already your reality. As the great Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Mind your words. Words have power. Avoid using phrases like I can't afford this or I'll never have enough. Instead, say I choose not to buy this now or I have more than enough. Surround yourself with people who support your growth and who also believe in abundance. As Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Invest in your personal growth. Read inspiring books, attend seminars, meditate. The more you invest in your development, the more you'll expand your consciousness of what's possible for you. And remember, this journey is not just about you. As you rise, you lift everyone around you. As you recognize your own sufficiency, you inspire others to do the same. Imagine a world where everyone lived from this consciousness of sufficiency. A world where each person recognized their own inherent worth and that of others. What would that world be like? I assure you that world is possible. And it begins with each of us, here and now. So I ask you, are you ready to embrace your sufficiency? Are you ready to recognize the unlimited power that resides within you? Are you ready to create the life of your dreams? If your answer is yes, then I invite you to join me in this declaration. I am enough. I am enough. I am more than enough. Repeat it with me, feel the power of these words resonating in every fiber of your being. I am enough. I am enough. I am more than enough. Carry this truth with you in every moment of your lives. Let it be the lens through which you see the world and yourself. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. The entire universe conspires in your favor when you recognize your own sufficiency. As the poet Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you. So go out into the world with your head held high, with an open heart, knowing that you are enough, that you have enough, that you do enough. Live each day from this truth and watch how your life transforms. And when you find yourself doubting, when the outside world tries to convince you otherwise, remember this moment. Remember this truth that you've recognized today. You are enough. You always have been and always will be. Thank you for allowing me to share this journey with you. May each of you live a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment, knowing that you are more than enough. And so we conclude this transformative journey. But remember, this is not an end, but a new beginning. A beginning in which you recognize yourself as the powerful and abundant being you truly are. Go in peace, go with love, go with the absolute certainty that you are enough. Because you are. You always have been and always will be. Until next time, my dear viewers. May the light of your sufficiency illuminate your path and that of all those around you. Now, let's delve into 2 additional subtopics that can further enhance your journey towards self-realization and abundance. First, let's explore the concept of conscious creation. This practice involves actively participating in the creation of your reality through intentional thought and action. It's about recognizing that you are not a passive observer of your life, but an active creator. Conscious creation begins with awareness. Start by paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Notice how these internal states influence your external experiences. Are you constantly worrying about the future? Do you often feel victimized by circumstances? These thought patterns are creating your reality. The next step is to take responsibility for your creations. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for negative experiences, but rather acknowledging your role in shaping your reality. As the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. Once you recognize your power as a creator, you can use it intentionally. Practice setting clear intentions for what you want to create in your life. Be specific and positive in your intentions. Instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you do want. For example, rather than saying "I don't want to be in debt," say "I am financially abundant and secure." Align your actions with your intentions. Conscious creation isn't just about positive thinking, it's about positive doing. If your intention is to be healthy, take actions that support that intention, like eating nutritious foods and exercising regularly. Cultivate a sense of detachment from outcomes. While it's important to have clear intentions, becoming overly attached to specific outcomes can create resistance and frustration. Trust in the process and remain open to possibilities you may not have considered. Remember, conscious creation is a practice. It takes time and patience to shift from unconscious reactivity to conscious creativity. Be gentle with yourself as you learn and grow. Secondly, let's discuss the abundance mindset in relationships. This concept encourages you to apply the principles of abundance not just to material wealth, but to all your relationships with yourself, others, and the world around you. Start with your relationship with yourself. Practice self-love and self-acceptance. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a dear friend. Recognize that you are worthy of love and respect, simply because you exist. In your relationships with others, cultivate an attitude of abundance. Instead of seeing relationships as a zero-sum game where someone has to lose for you to win, see them as opportunities for mutual growth and benefit. There is enough love, success, and happiness for everyone. Practice generosity in your relationships. This doesn't always mean giving material things. You can be generous with your time, attention, kindness, and understanding. When you give freely, without expectation of return, you open yourself to receiving abundantly. Learn to receive graciously. Many people find it easier to give than to receive. But receiving is an essential part of the abundance cycle. When you allow others to give to you, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're allowing them the joy of giving. Cultivate gratitude for the relationships in your life. Appreciate the unique qualities of each person you interact with. Even in challenging relationships, look for opportunities for growth and learning. Practice forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and grudges blocks the flow of abundance in your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, it means freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. Remember, the quality of your relationships greatly influences the quality of your life. By approaching your relationships with an abundance mindset, you create a rich, fulfilling life experience. As you incorporate these practices, conscious creation and abundance mindset in relationships along with the concept of sufficiency we discussed earlier, you'll find yourself naturally aligning with the flow of universal abundance. Your journey to self-realization and abundance is unique and personal. It's not about comparing yourself to others or achieving specific external markers of success. It's about creating a harmonious relationship with yourself, others, and the universe that supports your highest good and the highest good of all. So, dear viewers, I encourage you to embrace these practices with an open heart and mind. Be patient with yourself as you work to transform long-held beliefs and habits. celebrate small victories along the way, and trust in the process of growth and transformation. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe is supporting you every step of the way, ready to respond to your conscious creations and abundant mindset. Keep your heart open, your intentions clear, and your actions aligned with your highest vision for yourself and the world. As we conclude this extended exploration of sufficiency, conscious creation, and abundance in relationships, I invite you to take a moment to reflect. How has your perspective shifted? What new possibilities can you see for your life and relationships? How might your world change as you embrace these empowering concepts? Carry these reflections with you as you move forward. Let them inspire and guide you in your daily interactions with yourself, others, and the world around you. And always remember the powerful truth we've discovered today: you are enough. You have enough. You do enough. May your path be filled with joy, love, and endless possibilities. Until we meet again, keep shining your light and embracing the abundance that is your birthright. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Until next time, may you live in the full awareness of your inherent sufficiency and the abundant nature of the universe.